Welcome to Chad Strand's real estate website. If you're buying or selling, he can help. His website is designed to guide you through the process. Call Chad today for a free no-obligation appointment. 612-849-4600.
Allied is directed by Robert Zemeckis and stars Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard as two people who fall in love behind enemy lines. They're both spies of sorts, and at first, they're trying to fake that they're in love to complete a mission, but eventually it becomes clear that faking it isn't going to be too hard anymore because, you know, they're both pretty attractive people, so they're gonna bang. But after one of them gets a suspicious tip about the other, doubt starts to spread amongst their relationship. Anytime Robert Zemeckis makes a film, I'm very curious to see what it is because he's directed a lot of really great movies, and I really admire the way he makes films. All of his films feel very meticulously planned. Every shot feels like it has a purpose, and he's also extremely good at blending CG elements with real-world elements and making it seamless. Allied has a lot of good things going for it, namely the production design, the costume design, the entire look and feel of this movie feels like you're watching a movie that was made in the 40s. It takes place in 1942 and various years after that as the movie progresses throughout the story, but this film feels extremely old-fashioned in that it's slow-moving. Just the way characters move around the frame and the way they talk to each other and the way the camera will sometimes linger on an actor way longer than most Hollywood movies, you can really get the sense that Robert Zemeckis is trying to recreate that golden era of Hollywood, the 40s, and really make it feel that way. Sometimes that's a detriment to this movie as well because there's obvious influence from the movie Casablanca here, and sometimes it becomes a hindrance because you just keep seeing how much he's tributing that film and other films of the era, that this film doesn't always become its own film because it's trying to be so many other films as well. If you're excited about the idea of an old-fashioned style romance with two really attractive people who are good at acting and a great director, Allied will probably be enough for you, but for me personally, I was let down by the way this film was paced. There wasn't a sense of urgency to their relationship. There wasn't that romantic intensity that I was looking for. It felt a little bland, which then bled over into the pacing of the movie in regards to certain scenes that just went on and on. Certain sequences that felt like they could be cut down significantly. Like there's a scene where Brad Pitt is called in to talk to some people in secret, and he has to go into this underground room and talk to these people. Now there were about 5 shots of him walking down a staircase, and it was very slow moving as it moves across the staircase and you see down all the way to the bottom of the floor. Then there's a long tracking shot of him walking through the hallway, looking at people going like, yes, hello. Then there's another shot of him walking through a hallway very slowly, and then eventually we get to the room where he sits down in front of these people, and I'm wondering why they had to have all of those shots showing him walking through these hallways. And you guys know me, I love examining the way films are directed. I love looking at a beautiful shot where nothing is really happening and it's just a gorgeous shot. And yeah, Brad Pitt's a gorgeous guy, but I don't need to see a billion shots of him walking when they could just have 1 or 2. And the entire film has sequences like that, where it feels like they could just take out a couple shots and really strengthen the runtime of this movie and make it feel a little bit more fast. Also, this is the first time in a Robert Zemeckis film that I have really noticed an overuse of CG in regards to blending and compositing shots together, because he's going for an old-fashioned feel, but as usual, Zemeckis enjoys employing a lot of CG to make shots flow together seamlessly, and it becomes a little bit of a distraction. I like the old-fashioned feel of this film, but sometimes it was also a distraction, all the comparisons I kept making to Casablanca. I respect a lot of the things that are on screen in this movie, but in the end, when you boil it all down to it, the most important part of this movie was probably capturing that romance and making it feel real, and it didn't feel real to me. I'm gonna give Allied a C+. Also, just a quick meaningless tidbit, I noticed that the exact same actor plays a Nazi in this film who challenges Brad Pitt to a card game. And this same guy played one of the card-playing Nazis in Inglourious Basterds, another Brad Pitt film. That's kind of crazy. Guys, as I promised to you on Twitter, I'm going to be starting another series of hilariosities very soon leading up to Assassin's Creed. 3 video game hilariosity movies. And the first one is going to be this weekend, and that's DOA, Dead or Alive. One of the greatest films ever made. So I can't wait to talk about that. Also, I want to make sure you guys know that my promotion with Audible.com is still going on. If you go to audible.com/Chris, you can browse a library of hundreds of thousands of audiobooks and download them to your tablet, to your iPhone, to your Samsung phone, to your computer, to your MP3 player, and listen to the books on the go. It's something that has been a big benefit to me. They have all of the Star Wars Legacy novels on there, which is really cool for me because I love Star Wars and I love the Star Wars books. If you go to audible.com/Chris, you can get a free 30-day trial, and you can start that today. And I really hope you do that because a lot of my viewers have thanked me for that service, and I appreciate that Audible continues to team up with me. And I really hope you guys do check out audible.com/Chris for that free 30-day trial. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.